Okay, class, good evening. So now, for our next part 4 of our discussion on the obligations of the vendor. But before I discuss the Article 1507, so let me discuss first the Article 1506 of the book. So here, Article 1506. When seller's title to the goods is voidable. So ano da ang magiging rules ng batas or ano ang sabi ng batas kung yung seller, yung title ng seller are voidable. So paano ba siya nagiging voidable? First, the seller is a minor, or di kaya the seller is a unemancipated person, or di kaya yung seller is under uh, under the influence of alcoholic drink or lasing. So, sabi ng batas, according to Article 1506, so, if the seller's title is voidable but the same has been avoided at the time of sale, the buyer acquires a good title to the goods, provided he buys them in good faith, for value and without notice of the seller's defect of title. So let's have an example. S is a minor, 17 years old, sold his wristwatch for 1,500 to B, a 30 years old. The guardian of S was not aware of the sale. Hence, no action for annulment has yet been filed. So subsequently, B sold the same to T, who acquired it in good faith. Did T acquire the title on the wristwatch? So take note class, the seller here is a minor. So ibig sabihin, yung title ng seller is a voidable. So although S is under a guardianship, but the guardian of S did not aware of the sale na nangyari. So ngayon, walang naging action for annulment. And now, the question here, the scenario is, yung buyer ibenta ulit sa ibang tao or kay T, the third person. And then, nakuha niya in good faith and at the same time for value. Take note class ha, ang sabi ng batas, dapat na-acquire ng third person in good faith and at the same time for value. Ibig sabihin, merong money involved. Now, the question is, did the third person acquire the title on the property or on the wristwatch? So the answer is yes. It's because although the title of B, take note class, the title of B was voidable kasi nga yung kakontrata niya is a minor. But T acquired the goods in good faith and at the same time for value, and without notice the title of B was defective. So ibig sabihin hindi alam ni D na yung title ni B is a defective. So, yan yung magiging rules ng batas. Take note class, kapag dapat ang essential requisites dito is it is in good faith and at the same time for value. Other than that, magiging kapag hindi siya in good faith, ang mangyayari niyan, S may recover the property in the hands of the third person. So that is Article 1506. So now let's go to next. So document of title to goods or Article 1507. So 1507 of the Civil Code. So according to Article 1507, a document of title in which it is stated that the goods referred to therein will be delivered to the bearer or to the order of any person named in such document is a negotiable document of title. So, ang sabi na, includes any document used. So, the document of title to goods includes any document used in the ordinary course of business, in the sale or transfer of goods, as proof of possession or control of the goods, or authorizing or purporting to authorize the possessor of the document to transfer or receive, either by endorsement or delivery, goods represented by the document. So, ibig sabihin class, gaya dun sa accounting nyo, di ba, dito na pumapasok kung free on board, shipping point, or free on board destination. So, kapag ganun yung terms ng contract, so merong document na naka-attach dun sa goods. So, let's say for example, kapag yung binili mo or the goods is from the other place. So, on the way pa lang, there is ibig sabihin may mga document yon. Let's say for example, gaya ng bill of lading or di kaya bill of exchange. So, later, i-discuss ko yon isa-isa. So, next, common forms. So, common forms of document of title to goods. Number 1, bill of lading. So, bill of lading refers to a written acknowledgement of the receipt of the goods by a carrier and an agreement to transport and to deliver the goods at a specified place to a person named therein or to his order or bearer. So, bill of lading class, ibig sabihin nito, let's say have for example, so later na yung example. So first, next is dock warrant, a warrant given by a dock owner to the owner of the goods imported and warehoused on the dock upon the fate of the bill of lading as a recognition of the title to the goods or the owner of such goods. Number 3, warehouse receipts or order. So this is a written acknowledgement by the warehouseman of the receipt of the goods which are placed in his possession. This is also a contract between the owner of the goods and the warehouseman whereby the latter or the warehouseman agrees to store the goods and the former to pay the compensation for such storage. Kedan is a kind of warehouse receipt. So here class, yung warehouse receipt, let's say for example, buyer and seller ka or nagba-buy and sell ka. Siyempre, kapag meron kang binibiling mga goods, so saan mo ngayon yun i-stock? So, dyan na pumapasok yung mga warehouse. So, dyan na pumapasok yung mga may-ari ng mga warehouse. So, let's say for example, may in-order kang goods from Manila, 100,000 units. So, ngayon, i-stock mo ngayon sa warehouse. Ngayon, yung may-ari ng warehouse, so magbibigay siya ng warehouse receipts. So, itong warehouse receipt, it means a written acknowledgement na ikaw na may-ari is meron kang goods na nakastock doon doon sa may-ari ng warehouse. So, this is also a contract between the owner. Kontrata din ito ng owner ng warehouse and at the same time owner ng goods or ikaw. Kontrata yung dalawa na the latter or yung warehouse nag-agree na i-store yung goods dun sa warehouse ng warehouseman. And at the same time, since ikaw yung may-ari ng goods, i-stock mo yung goods mo dun sa warehouse, magbabayad ka ng compensation or renta. So, next, classes of document of title. So, number 1, negotiable documents of title. So, what are the meaning? It is one in which it is stated that the goods will be delivered to bearer or to the order of any person named in such document. So, that is according to Article 1507. So, example, bearer document of title. Ibig sabihin ng bearer of document title, deliver to the goods to bearer. Ibig sabihin nito, ang nakalagay dun sa kontrata, i-deliver daw yung goods kung sino yung nakahawak ng document. So, let's say for example, yung warehouse receipt. So, i-deliver yung warehouse receipts to the bearer or yung kaninong may hawak nung warehouse receipts. Another example, order document of title. Deliver the goods to the order of Junisha Pacquiao, or deliver the goods to Junisha Pacquiao or his order. So, ibig sabihin nito, let's say for example, yung warehouse receipts. So, i-deliver daw yung goods dun sa order ni Junisha Pacquiao. Ibig sabihin, i-deliver mo yung goods dun sa kay Junisha Pacquiao. Or di kaya, here, deliver the goods to Junisha Pacquiao or his order. Or ibig sabihin, merong ibang tao, halimbawa, merong agent si Junisha Pacquiao. So, sabi ni Junisha Pacquiao, i-deliver mo dun sa aking agent. So, dito na pumapasok yung order. So, next, what really bill of exchange mean? So, ito na class yung, ito kasi, dun sa contract of sale nyo, meron siyang counterpart doon sa negotiable instruments law, which is during our time, sa time kasi namin mayroon pang kasali pa yung negotiable instruments. Actually it is our law 3. So ngayon yung law 3 nyo kasi is law on sales na doon sa bagong syllabus ng accountancy. So dati kasi sa amin, ang law 3 namin is negotiable instruments law. And then, ang law 4 namin is yung law on sales. So, ngayon, para meron kayong background about negotiable instruments, so, dito na pumapasok yung negotiable instruments. Ang negotiable instruments class is, it is a, so, let me discuss to you what is law on negotiable instruments. So, ang negotiable instrument kasi is, it serve as a substitute for money. So, parang substitute siya for money. So, let's say for example, one of the best example of negotiable instrument is promissory note. Let's say for example, sumulat ako ng promissory note ay Franklin Lopez promise to pay 50,000 sa'yo. So, nag-promise ako na babayaran kita ng 50,000. Ngayon, since ikaw, nasa iyo yung promissory note na ginawa ko, right? So, I am the maker, you are the payee. And then, it is substitute for money daw. Anong ibig sabihin ng substitute for money? So, you can find a money out of the promissory note. Naintindihan? So, let's say for example, kailangan mo ng pera. Sabi ko, babayaran kita after 30 days. Hindi pa dumating yung 30 days, kailangan mo na ng pera. So, ang gagawin mo, itatransact mo ngayon sa ibang tao. 'Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, pupunta ka kayon sa ibang tao, sabihin mo, pwedeng pautang naman. So, babayaran kita kung babayaran niya na ako. So parang magkakaroon ka ng accumulation, secondary contract. Naintindihan? So, let's say for example, may utang ako kay Miss Escorido. So, 50,000. And then ngayon, nag-promise ako, babayaran ko si Miss Escorido after 30 days. And then, since si Miss Escorido, kailangan niya na ng pera, ika-15th day pa lang. So, anong gagawin ngayon ni Miss Escorido? So, kukunin niya yung promissory note, lalapit siya ngayon kay Miss Humawan, and then sasabihin ni Miss Escorido kay Miss Humawan na pautang ako 40,000, babayaran kita kung mabayaran niya na ako. So, that is parang negotiable instrument. Naintindihan? So, it serve as an substitute for money, and at the same time makaka-accumulate ka ng secondary contract. Yung first contract between me and Miss Escorido. The secondary contract is between Miss Escorido and Miss Humawan. And let's say for example, si Miss Humawan, he can transact it to other person naman. Let's say for example, pwede niyang i-negotiate ngayon to Mr. Estares. So, that is negotiable. Ipinapasa one by one. Naintindihan? So, it can be passed from one person to another. So, that is negotiable instruments.